Hello guys, welcome back for another Retro Refurb. This episode we are going to be doing Lemon Drop. As you can see, she's got some ink on her side. Her hooves have initials on them. Her mane looks good, but her tail looks like it's not there, so we have to replace that. We're going to start off with our regular washing routine with just some Dawn dish soap and a toothbrush. Later on, we'll put those bits of magic eraser to work to get some of the more set-in grime off of her. But all in all, she's in pretty clean condition. Now that she is all washed up, I like to try some acetone to get off some of these things. She's got pink on her ear, she's got that marker on her side, and she's got those initials in what looks to be Sharpie on her feet. Unfortunately, this didn't really do much at all. And you'll find that happens a lot if that has been on for a long time. If it was really new ink, or if it was paint, the acetone would be excellent to get it off. But I always like to try, just in case. As you can see, it doesn't really do much of anything. So I'm going to try an experiment here. Since I have a K and a T, one on each hoof, I'm going to try the Neutrogena spot remover on one of them. And that's going to be the K here. I'm just going to apply that with a Q-tip. And then on the other one, I'm going to try the developer, the 40 volume developer that everybody uses. Some people say don't use the spot remover. I've heard stories. I've used it a lot. And I will say I have never had any issues with it. But people say stay away from it. I don't know, guys. All I'll just say is it works, and there is such a thing as user error that could be the problem, but I'm going to just show you the difference between the two. The K is the spot remover, the T is the 40 volume developer. I put it in the UV chamber for 12 hours, and you can see the K is much more faded than the T is. So I'll be honest with you, I just went ahead and did the spot remover for both of them, and continued another 36 hours, and that's what we ended up with. It's totally gone. Now we're going to replace the tail, and I have some hair from Shimmer Locks in the shade Blossom. And so I just have to figure out how much of this hair are we going to need. So I have Glory sitting nearby. So I kind of just use her tail as a measurement guide, knowing that I'm going to have it about twice as long because you double it up when you make a tail. So I have to cut from the hank about twice as long as one of these ponies' tails and about half as thick. I kind of want to cut it at a little angle so it's not blunt so much. And I'll take that and double it over. Just take a little zip tie around right at the center of it, and that's hard to do on camera. Because normally I'd probably take that into that zip tie in my teeth and hold it. But here I can't do that and still be on camera. Just making sure that both ends are about the same length. Zip tying it. And the heads of these zip ties are pretty small, so they kind of fit easily into the tail hole. I don't have to do too much shoving. But I do want to secure the end of it with a second zip tie on the inside, just so that it doesn't pull through that first zip tie or pull through the tail hole if you're brushing it. Snip off the ends of those zip ties and you've got a tail that's good to go. Finally, I will say you may have noticed that the cutie mark and spots became faded, and that is my fault. I did use some of that bleach on the area to get that marker off, but it also took off some of that cutie mark. So I'm going to go back in with some acrylic paint and my miniature painting brush and just touch those up. The real struggle here really is not painting them on, it's more matching that color, and I do that off of camera because it can take a while to match the correct color. Generally you want to water it down. I just put my brush in water first before I go to the paint because otherwise it's going to have texture, and you're better to have multiple layers of watered down acrylics than to have lumpy acrylics. Now, if you own Lemon Drop, you may be looking at my Lemon Drop and thinking, well, that's not quite what mine looks like. The cutie mark on mine is a little bit darker, and I believe that is because it is a mail order version. So if you're wondering about that, that could be why. And then here is our end result. She's looking pretty great. Remember to like, share, subscribe, have fun, and I'll see you next time.